Well, Elite Dangerous Trailblazers, or System COlonization, as it's more commonly called, is getting its third update on Wednesday, April the 30th. That's right folks, the servers will be down at 5 AM UTC and then hopefully come back about 1 PM. That's what they're hoping, but these are estimated times, so they could be subject to change. So on Wednesday the 30th, which particularly coincides with Frontier Unlocked, the servers will be down for some sort of maintenance. Now, as always, Frontier lists of features of note, and for this case it's colonization. No surprise there. They state that the operation of economies and population growth within player colonized systems have been extensively reworked following player feedback. These changes are going to be designed to allow significantly more flexibility in building out systems to create a desired economy, and to significantly boost the economic output of colonized systems. And if that gets rid of hydrogen and bio-waste, who cares? In this end of the month update, we're going to have some economic changes. Links will now automatically be created between completed constructions within systems. Links enable supporting facilities to supply a proportion of their economy to ports across the entire system, increasing the supply, demand and types of commodities available and altering shipyard and outfitting stock. This is brilliant news. It's all been a little bit woolly up until this point. You build all this stuff inside a system and it seems to have absolutely no bearing on what happens inside the system in your constructed ports and other facilities. Ports include outposts, Coriolis, Orbis, Oculus stations, asteroid bases, planetary ports and planetary port outposts. Now, supporting facilities also include settlements, installations and hubs. Two types of link are going to be available, strong and weak. Strong links are created between a port and any facility located on or around the same local planetary body. They may also be created between ports if there are multiple of this type on or around the same body. Okay, now in the event of multiple ports being present, the highest tier port will be linked to. If both ports are the same tier, the port that was built first will be selected. This is good news. In the event both planetary and space-based ports are present, planetary facilities will create strong links with the planetary port, which will then pass these strong links onto the orbital port, following the same prioritization rules regarding tier and build order. Good news indeed. So we've spoken about strong links, let's talk about weak links. Now, weak links are created between ports and supporting facilities located on different bodies within the same system. Okay, both types of link can be present, enabling a supporting facility to supply the economies of multiple ports. Links can only be created between facilities and ports, or between ports. Facilities cannot link to each other. Fair enough. So they're saying to aid the understanding of this system, some examples of this are in the notes. So here's an example. System 1, Body 1 has several facilities on the surface, while Body 2 and Body 3 have ports in orbit. This would mean weak links will be created between each Body 1 facility and both ports around Body 2 and 3. Interesting. In a second example, Body 1 has several facilities and a port on the surface with another port in orbit. Strong links will be created between each facility and the port on the surface. A further strong link will be created between the planetary port and the orbiting port, which is really good. So I think I get it. Now, in the final example Frontier give, it says that Body 3 has a port in orbit with a mix of planetary and orbital facilities located at Bodies 1, 2, 3 and 5. Strong links will be created between Body 3 port and all the facilities located at Body 3. Makes sense. Weak links will be created between the Body 3 port and each facility located at Bodies 1 and 2. So the way I'm seeing it, you'll get strong links between a port with a mix of planetary and orbital facilities, and then weak links in between planets. Great, therefore forming an economy. That's how I view it. Now, these links, they say, will be retrospectively created for all existing colonized systems during the patch downtime. Alternations have been made to the construction user interface as well to expose links that have already been created and will be created on completing a construction. Additionally, they say strong links are subject to boost or decrease in economic supply performance by the characteristics of the host system body, and weak links are unaffected by this mechanic. Okay, and then they start going into more detail into how the economy is going to be built, and it's quite interesting, but it does go on about. Now, all this is well and good, but the mechanic about economies is also given in great detail. Orbiting an Earth-like world will boost your economy. Orbiting a terraformable body will boost your economy. Great stuff. For example, tourism economies will be boosted if you're orbiting in an ammonia world, or a system with a black hole, or with floating organics or geologicals in there. The list goes on, and that'll be the subject of another video, no doubt. However, one thing of note, those commanders who've been waiting for your port customization to apply paint jobs to your facilities, your orbital facilities, for example, Coriolis, Oculus, Orbis, asteroid bases and outposts, that's going to be put in place as well, this port customization. What colour, if any, are you going to have your stations? Frontier have also turned their attention to power play, where they've re-enabled a lot of the merits and merit rewards, rare good merit rewards, replaced escape pods as ethos activities for powers that use them, for example. They've rebalanced cartographic and exobiology merit rewards. Means anybody actually doing power play, or are they still expanding the galaxy, expanding the bubble with system colonization? It's interesting, isn't it? They've issued an issue tracker fix as well. They've fixed instances of stutter during general gameplay. This happens like every quarter past the hour. Really locks down. It's not your computer, it's the game. They've fixed instances of disconnects when jumping to supercruise, and they've fixed the Corsair mass lock factor. They've changed it from 7 to 17. They've fixed a crash to desktop when plotting routes near permit lock systems, and also fixed issues where the Concorde cannon could not be reloaded. Fixed the gamma settings window getting stuck on screen, and adjusted the Corsair's heat dissipation. What they want to do is look at the speed on the Corsair. Also bug fixes about the hit check on the side of Corsair's engines, fixed the Corsair's multiplayer audio and the engine sounds being too loud when rolling at maximum speed. Can't say I noticed. Also, they fixed instances of colonization contact missing from the list of contacts, and looking at construction points. Also, they've looked at Alistar military not counting towards facility requirement of military hubs. Yeah, there's a lot of system colonization stuff in there as well. On-foot settlements not having the correct max commodities supplied, and they've gone and looked at bugs that cause constructions to be placed near the final asteroid cluster of a stellar ring instead of around the requested star. Yes, there you go. They've been a host of fixes, and I think there needed to be a host of fixes as well. This being the third Trailblazer update, I'm actually wondering now how long it'll be before colonization comes out of beta. We've all been waiting for the official method of how to influence a system, and now we have that. Great. Economies. Fantastic. Well done, Frontier. Well done. Took you a while, but we got there in the end. And also, these links, these weak links and strong links are also very good. Either way, it's going to be a good update, and it's certainly going to change the face of system colonization and provide more clarity. Let me know what you think in the comments. I've been Ricardo. See you soon.